Hi, so question 4, General Ledger. The following records were extracted from the books of Emma stores on the 30th of June 2022. Required. Use the information below. Let's look at it. Use the information below, right, to complete. Okay, so this is the information below. This is the information that they've given us to complete the following general ledger. So we are doing ledger accounts, right? So let me just highlight that for you. We are doing ledger accounts. So for bank, we are doing for trading stock. They are all current assets. So they increase on the debit, they decrease on the credit. Now we have sales. Sales increases on the credit and decreases on the debit side. So now let's go and look at the information that has been given. So they have given us column totals in the subsidiary journals on the 30th of June 2022. This is month end, right? So we are dealing with the month of June from the 1st to the 30th. So let's look at cash receipts journal, cash payments journal, and debtors journal and creditors journal. So this information needs to be used in our answer book. We've been given the following answer book where they have started us off by saying on the 22nd of June, on the 1st, balance was brought down of 10,000, which was given above, if you remember. We saw it. So if they gave us this, they give us the next step, 30 June. We have a total receipts. So let's go and look at the information that was provided. So according to the information that was provided, 30 June is going to be looked at from this point of view. So this is 30 June, right? So look at the bank on the 30th of June, 88,500. So we'll quickly go down. And then after going down, we are going to write the total, which was 88,000. 88,500, right? So this is what we were given according to the CRJ. So now that we have the total receipts, it stands to reason this is money that we received. So the money that we paid must be written on the right hand side. So this will be the total payments. Total payments. So total payments. Okay, let's look at the total payments. And this is from the CPJ. So let's go and look at the CPJ. What did we pay? According to the information, we paid the following figure, right? We paid 50,000. There it is. Let me just tick it. 50,200. So that's what we are going to write in the payment side. And then while we are on the payment side, let's look if there's other information concerning payments and receipts in cash. Remember, we are dealing in cash here. So this is cash. There's nothing else because this is debtors, this is creditors. It has nothing to do with. So we know that we are done with bank after doing these, right? So I'm going to go down, down. So when I come down, I will then write the 50,200 here. 50,200. And I know that this is done. So what I need to do is to balance to get the total because there's no other adjustment that affects this. So if I have 10,000 here, so if I say 80,000 plus 10,000, I get what? 90,000. So it will be 98,500. There's no two ways about it. So these are the totals. So I must therefore write it on both sides. 98,500. So once you are at this point, you must then deduct. So what is 500 minus 200? It's 300, right? So if it's 300, I'll write 300 here. 300. So what is 90,000 minus 50,000? It's 40,000. So I'll write 48 here. So meaning that this will be my carried down. This is the balancing figure, balance carried down, right? So the dates, this will be 30th. Remember, we are dealing with 30th. If this was 30th, this should also be 30th of June, right? So just letting you know, even this one is 30th of June. And then if that's the case, meaning that the amount that I'm going to write here is going to be on the first. So this carried down must be a brought down. So I'm going to bring it down to the first of the month, which is going to be the same amount of 48,300, which is now balance brought down. Balance brought down. So I'm done. Remember, the date should be the first. I'm not going to write it because my pen is getting off. I'm going to then go to the next part of our exercise, which is very critical and has more information. There's more meat in this one because, as you can tell, 5 marks, 9 marks. So here they also wrote for us the balance. Now, the important thing about trading stock is that we are selling stock. So if we are selling stock with cash money, it will also be reflected in the cash receipt journal. So cash receipt journal, okay, it tells us the cost of sales of the stock that we sold was 39,000. So I'm going to then highlight it. Let me just quickly highlight it right here so you can see it. So the cost of sales is 39,000, right? This is what we spent to sell this trading stock. So the trading stock, according to them, is we will write it as cost of sales. So let me just put this. It's cost of sales of 39,000. That's the first amount that I figured. So the next amount, I'm also going to look for an amount of sales, but this time we sold it on credit. So where you get your debtors journal is where you get the money that you have made. It has accrued to you, but you have not received it yet. So this 9,000 cost of sales, it means that we sold something that cost us 9,000. So we must go and then write the 9,000 in the cost of sales again. But this one is the money that we have received. It is accrued, not necessarily received. It is accrued to us, which is cost of sales also for 9,000. So this is the stock that is removed from our inventory, right? The stock is removed from our inventory. And the dates should be 30 June. So I'm not going to write that. And now let's look at the left-hand side. We have the balance. Now, did we buy any stock? And if we buy stock, where is it recorded? Obviously, we must pay for the stock. It's either in cash or we can buy on credit. So let's go back and check. So cash payments. So as you can tell, trading stock. We bought trading stock for 6,200 with our cash money. So if we bought it with our cash money, it means that here we must write that cash money that we used to buy the stock, which is 6,200. 6,200. We used it to buy the stock. So obviously it was CPJ. We paid CPJ, right? And then clearly this should be CRJ, and this should be DJ, debtors journal. So these are the things that you should know. So CRJ, we bought stock. So let's call this bank, right? Let's call this bank or cash or whatever. Now let's look if we bought other stock on credit. Let's go back. Okay, so this, remember, deals with the money that we have accrued to us. Now we have bought, so we owe people here, trading stock 18,400. We bought something on credit as well for 18,400. So if we bought something for 18,400, we are going to write it down. 18,400. So that's what we bought on credit. So this we can call credit. So this is CJ, credit. I like keeping it simple, right? So that you can understand. So once you're at this point, is there any other information that we need to consider? Nope. So we are done. So once we are done at this point, we therefore need to write the totals. So for the totals, clearly, we are considering that this side is greater than that side. So let's just add up. 0 here, 0 plus 0 is 0 here. Okay, excuse my handwriting. 2 plus 0 plus 4 is 6. So we have 6 there. Now we are on the thousands. 0 plus 6 plus 8. So this gives us 14. So 4 down here, we carry the 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. Remember, we are on the thousands. 6 plus 1 is 7. So this is the total. So our total will be 74,600 and 600. 74,600. So we are there for gonna look for the carried down, balance carried down. Remember that part. Balance carried down is the difference between the total and these amounts. So you must do that quickly with your calculator, and then whatever you get here, because you are going to say this minus this and this, then you will get the amount for that. And then you will write, you will take it down here. So this will be your balance brought down. Now let's look at the last part of this. So now we have the sales. How do we deal with the sales? So let's go back up. Remember, sales, very curious. We sold 65,000 for cash. So let's go back and write 65,000. We sold it for cash. Remember, dates must be 30th, ne? Unless otherwise stated. 30th of, so we sold it for cash. So this is bank. So we sold 65,000 worth of stock. According to what? The CRJ. Now, after doing it according to the CRJ, we are therefore going to look at the next thing, which is what did we sell on credit? So apparently the sales on credit were 15,000. So that's what we have. So 15,000. So if you write 15,000 right here, down here, so this will be 15,000. That's what we sold on credit. So this is credit. So this is it. You are done at this point. But I hope I did not disappoint you. So this comes from where? Debtors journal. Thank you. Where we accrue money, but we have not received it yet. So this is it. Please write your dates. Date will be 30, 30 June and so forth. And this is it. This is what you need. This, obviously, you can write a date, 30 here, June here, something like that. Let me write June here so that you can see what I'm talking about. Doesn't matter where you write 30 or June, but this is it. And hopefully you understand what I've been doing here. And sorry, my girl couldn't